Blessings, blessings, and welcome, sacred sovereign soul, to Tarot Tuesdays live here on TikTok. And we are a day away from the Chinese Lunar New Year. We are closing out the 2024 cycle, year of the Earth Dragon. And we are now entering the 2025 cycle of the Earth Snake. So this past year was about transformation. It was about our inner revolutionary awakening. It was our soul calling us home to ourselves. It was about calling our power back to us. And now we get to shed those skins and rise like a phoenix from the ashes into our highest and best timeline. So I'm going to pull some cards for the collective, for the energy that is incoming with this Chinese Lunar New Year. How you all doing? Say hi, welcome, thank you for being here. Wow, okay, see already. So I felt called to grab the Earth Magic Oracle deck. So three. I'm feeling called to 3 cards. So I'm going to pull 3 cards from here, and it's going to be a little bit of a pick a card style. So you get to pick 1, 2, or 3. And then we're going to dive deeper into each of those oracle messages, okay, y'all? So we're going to see, how are we entering the Chinese Lunar New Year? How are we transitioning from the old year of the Earth Dragon into the new year of the Earth Snake? All right? The Earth Snake is also symbolic of our roots. Okay, how have we reconnected with those aspects of ourselves that reunite us with our ancestral wisdoms, with our past life gifts, with our unique individuality, right? It's about our foundations within our home. It's about our place in our community. It's about our roles within our families. And so as we go into this year of the Earth Snake, what I'm feeling is this recalibration into that foundation of the I Am presence that helps us sustain our long-term dreams and goals. So this year, expect yourself to step up, step in, step towards more and more of what is in alignment with your soul purpose. This is an affirmation that I've been working on recently, and of course you all know I love EFT tapping, and I do a lot of NLP work. I offer a 1-hour breakthrough session online and in person where we infuse breath work, NLP, and EFT to break limiting beliefs and repattern your mind in a very gentle way into the timeline that you wish to be. And so one of the affirmations that I've been tapping in is, the best possible outcome is the only outcome possible. The best possible outcome is the only possible outcome. The best possible outcome is the only possible outcome. And I feel like that's the energy that we're in right now. That's the energy that we're going into in this new year. It's also aligning with the new moon. The first new moon of the year, and this new moon is in Aquarius, right? And we just shifted into that Aquarian timeline. On Saturday, I did this powerful ceremony with a priestess sister, Lady Anika, where we anchored the Aquarian timeline into the collective consciousness of Gaia, of Mama Earth, for the collective for the next 200 to 1,000 years, right? And so we are entering this timeline of our authentic expression, interesting. Our authentic expression. How do we co-create from that place of sovereignty and authenticity and empowerment? So, new moon, new timeline, new beginnings, new honey. What's new coming into your life? More importantly, are you ready to receive it? Have you cleaned out your house? Ooh, I gotta go clean out my closet. I'm feeling a whole wardrobe change coming up soon. I even want to get rid of most of my jewelry. I'm so done with the old. So you might be feeling this need to purge and clear out. It's because there's something bigger and better already here for you, and you need to make room to receive that, right? So what is being cleared out? Let it go. People, relationships, jobs, situations, whatever the fuck. It's time to just let that shit go and prepare yourself for what you are calling in. So what's new for you? What is the new now timeline that is here for you? What is your foundation that nurtures and supports you in sustainable thriving? Okay, so We're gonna get 3 oracle cards for the collective. Pick 1, 2, or 3, or you might find messages in more than one pile or all 3 piles. Of course, take what resonates. Trust your intuition. Trust your discernment above all. These messages are always for your highest and best good. Let's drop in with 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. First one, inhale and exhale. Second inhale and exhale. Third inhale, fully present in the body. Exhale here in the moment. If you haven't chosen your pile, now is the time to do so. 1, 2, or 3. What is the blessing that we are entering this new moon, new lunar year energy with? 1, 2, 3. What? That's not it? Ooh. What's happening? There's some interference. Okay, clear that out. Thank you. There it is. Okay. So I'm sitting outside because the freaking sun is out, y'all, and it is so freaking yummy and lovely. It was freezing cold this rising. And I'm just like, I've been at the computer for the last few hours. I'm like, ah, yes, sit in the sun. So y'all are getting that sunshine power as well, right? Oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments and the shares. I'm going to do personal readings in a moment. I just want to make sure that I get these collective messages out before I do personal readings. So thank you for your message. Please be patient. Ask your question one time, so that way everybody has a chance to check in and I'm not like scrolling through the same message again and again and again and again. Okay? Thank you for being respectful and gracious. Okay, group 1, we got wolf with instinct. Okay, so your instincts are on fire right now. Trust your intuition. Y'all asking me questions right now. If this is your pile, the wolf is talking about our instincts. It's talking about how we are. The wolves are basically instinctually driven, right? And that is this card is a reminder that our instincts is what drive us forward. Our instincts and our intuition is what helps us make decisions, right? Sometimes we don't have like all the answers, we don't have all the pieces together, we might not know the how, but we feel like moving forward with something is the best decision for us. So this year, right now you're feeling this strong connection with your intuition, and this year is going to give, this new cycle is going to give you opportunities to further refine your instincts. I'm also hearing like a lot of you that picked this group 1 are loners, okay? And this is the year where you're gonna find your pack. Isn't that beautiful? This is the year where you're really going to come into a greater alignment with your soul family, and you have to trust your instincts to let your people find you, to send out those signals, right? You got to be open to receiving, to receive. If you're just staying in isolation, if you're just holding everything inside, if you're not allowing yourself to trust in life to meet you where you're at in your highest and best timeline, then you're not going to attract that, my loves. So the wolf instinct, okay, is saying that loyalty to yourself is what's going to bring you loyal companions. That's the key message. Loyalty to self is what's going to attract those true people, the true soul family, right? The true family that is going to help you grow and evolve beyond what you might perceive in this current now. Let's get some tarot for that pile. I'm using the Napo Tarot. So let's get a card for the wolf. 3 cards, okay? Let's get 3 cards for the wolf pile. We got 5 of Wands. What was I talking about, right? I was literally just saying, like, you can't be defensive. You can't isolate yourself. You can't continue to hold yourself in and then ask yourself, like, why aren't I meeting my people? You got to put yourself out there, right? Embrace that you have been the lone wolf, and embrace that you are now in a new timeline of shedding skins, right? That is what the earth snake medicine is about. It's about shedding the skin. For you, it's about shedding the skin of isolation and not being so goddamn defensive about that, okay? Allowing yourself to recognize that the past is the past, and hopefully you've learned something from it. And now you get to choose the now present, which is the future. The future is just the now unfolding. The second tarot card we have is Knight of Cups, love. Okay, I said that as well. Okay, you gotta like be loyal to yourself first. You gotta love yourself first. You gotta put your needs first, right? Go to events that you enjoy. If you're not a partier, don't go to clubs. Go to a book club. Go to you know, a video game night. Go to a board game night. Heck, if you're not finding what you want, make it happen. Okay? Wolves are leaders. So where can you take more leadership in your life to create spaces for what you are seeking, especially if you are not finding those spaces for yourself? Okay? The third tarot card that we have for you, group 1, is the Seven of Cups. Okay, now this could be two ways. Either you're too much in fantasy land and thinking that, you know, by living in your fantasy world you're gonna attract everything you need, or you have lots of ideas that it's time to start to put into action. Okay, and only you know which of those two messages are going to resonate with you, because you know there's this thing within the current spiritual world, okay, and I use that in quotations because like there's this all this talk of like, to mama manifest what you desire, you just have to live in Delulu land. Well, yeah, but you also have to take aligned action, right? You can't just fantasize about having a beautiful partner and never put yourself out there. You can't fantasize about, you know, having passive income if you don't create something for that passive income. You see where I'm going with this? You have to take aligned action to meet your desires. Okay? That is what true mama manifestation is. It's taking aligned action, trusting the process, and divine surrendering what is out of your control. And so, can you trust your instincts, get out of your shell, stop being so defensive, and focus more on activities and people and places that light your soul on fire, that make you feel like you are a part of this world, that make you feel like you belong? Or if you don't find that, create that. Tap into the brilliance of your mind and your imagination, right? We all have it. What is imagination? I imagine a whole nation of possibilities. So can you tap into your imagination, trusting your instincts to create spaces for your pack to find you, and for you to find your pack? That is the message that I have for you, group 1. Trust your instincts at this time. Trust the opportunities that are showing up in your life at this time. Okay? And take aligned action towards what it is that you want more of in your life. It's time to shed the old skin of isolation and step into the leadership of your own life. Sheena, good to see you and feel you here, my darling. All right, so let's see, group 2. What do we got for group 2? Autumnal equinox, real ease, okay? You are going through some big shedding, okay? Group 2, you are going through some big shedding. The colors orange and maroon are going to be really significant for you at this time. If those colors pop in your head when you're thinking of something or someone, if those colors pop up, you know, when you're out in the world and it really like resonates with you, notice what you are thinking about or doing in that moment, and recognize that you are receiving a sign from your higher self that whatever that thing that you're engaging with, it's time to let that go. Okay? It's time to let it go. Okay? You have been stuck in a loop because look at that. You've got control issues. You got fucking control issues, yo, group 2. Moon at the bottom of the deck, okay? Not being in control makes you feel helpless and powerless. And you got to work through that, my loves. You have to work through that. That's something that I can help you in my breakthrough sessions, okay? Let's do a quick EFT NLP session right now so you get an idea of what I do, okay? I have control issues, or let's change that, right? Because we don't want to identify with control issues. We want to rewrite that. So this is what I do. We don't say my for things we don't want actually mine. So let's rewrite that. Let's rewrite that into a true statement of acknowledgement. The control, the fear of not being in control brings up fear. Not being in control brings up anxiety. Not being in control makes me anxious. Okay, not being in control, let me see, let's rewrite this. Not being in control brings up anxiety. Okay, not being in control brings up anxiety. Okay, that's your acknowledging statement. Okay, not being in control brings up anxiety. Now we're going to take an action step. I take action towards what I can control and ask for help in things I cannot control. Okay, that's your action step. For example, I take action towards, let's get more specific, right? Like, let's say your control issues around a job, right? Leaving my job brings up anxiety about how I'm gonna pay my bills. Okay, all right, now we're starting to get somewhere, right? We're starting to break it. You got fucking control issues, but it's really like deeper than that. It's about like, what is the worst outcome that you're focused on, and then it's giving this illusion of this thing that if you let go, if you release it, then things might turn out worse for you, right? So I leaving my job brings up fear around how my bills are going to get paid. Okay, I take action towards creating my music album 5 days a week. Okay, maybe that's what you're working on. You're working on your music album and you're not sure if it's going to bring you money, and you really want to focus time on that, and you don't want to go to this horrible job that doesn't make you happy, that drains you. Well, it's a bridge. Can you see that? Can you see that that's a bridge? So, okay, leaving my job brings up fear of how I'm going to pay my bills. I show up to my job as a bridge while I continue to work on my music project every night. I am empowered in balance and maintain momentum for success. And then that last sentence is about the outcome, right? I am empowered in balance and I am the living dream, right? We work on finding that aha moment for you, where you go from that control and feeling afraid and tight and just like, oh shit, it's gonna fucking fall apart, to I am the living dream. I always am in control of myself, and that's powerful, because that means that I get to control how I choose to respond, and whatever happens outside of me is outside of my control, and there's nothing I can do. What if you lose the job anyway, right? So this is an example. Of course, it's very specific and individual, and you really get the power when you work with me one-on-one, because I work with your specific language. That's the NLP part, natural language processing, and I'm using my own language, right? But this is the first card that came out, 4 of Pentacles. You're holding on too tightly. You're holding on way too tightly, and it's like suffocating you, my loves. Okay, look, 10 of fucking Wands. Okay, you are stressed out, you are overworked, you are exhausted, you feel like you're just going around the circle. Let me tell you something, okay? The crazy ends when you get off the hamster wheel. Thanks for liking the live, my loves. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate you, the badges, the gifts, so deeply received. Look at that. We got 4 of Pentacles and we got 10 of Wands with the release card. Yo, people, do you need to come book a session with me? I don't mean to hype myself up, but looks like you could use like a little boost and a little love over here. Look at this, the Empress. This is the look, this is the fucking outcome, okay? This is like a session with me, okay? This is the card 1. Okay, letting go of my job brings up anxiety because I don't know how I'm gonna pay my fucking bills, okay? This is that anxiety, this is that stress, this is that fear, okay? Well, by letting go of things that I cannot control, I call my power back to me, right? By recognizing that I'm only in control of myself, I call my power back to me. By recognizing that I'm only in control of myself, I can use my extra time and energy to focus on things that I can control. By recognizing that I have no control over whether I get let go of my job or not, I use my time and energy to focus on my music passions, right? And then look what we get. We get the Empress. By following my soul truth, I attract what I desire. By nurturing and doing things that bring me joy, I am empowered in success, in thriving success, right? The final card is the Empress, right? Once you really work on letting go of this control issue that is really a mask for anxiety, for fear, for worry, for people's perceptions. What are they gonna think if I start wearing skirts? Guess what? Men wear kilts, and clothing does not have gender, okay? So it doesn't fucking matter what you wear. You could be a man and still be in that Empress energy. Empress Queen just fucking joined the live. Look at that. Confirmation from the divine, okay? Empress energy is about recognizing that you are the prize. Not your job, not your bank account, not what you can do for other, but you are the prize. Maybe that's your aha moment. By taking back my power, I am the prize. I am the living dream. I am my ancestors. Whoa, right? Now we start coming back into that soul power. So, group 2, it's time to let go of the things that you have no control over. It's time to put the burdens down. It's time to put all of these extra responsibilities that aren't even yours down. All of this reactiveness, okay? All of this overreaction, hyperfixation. It's time to just put it aside and step back into that Empress energy. Where can you nurture yourself? Where do you have control? Where do you have so many resources that you are not tapping into because you're focused on things that don't actually serve you, my darlings? Okay, so that is what I have for you, group 2. It's time for you to put down the burdens and step into nurturing yourself, self-care, self-love, self-empowerment, cultivating greater balance in your life, allowing yourself to receive help, right? It's not enough to ask for help. We must also allow ourselves to receive it. If you need to go to a counselor or a therapist, that's okay, right? That's okay. It's okay to ask for help. We're all in this human experience together. Okay, and we're constantly shedding skins and growing and evolving, and when we shed skins, we're like a baby again, right? What do babies need? They need love and support and care. So give yourself that love and support and care while you go through this shedding and are going through the rebirth process. All right, my loves? So that's group 2. Now let's look at group 3. Okay, I gotta say, I'm like sitting out here and there's a nutria in my backyard with one of her babies, and it's so cute. Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh. I don't know, I wonder if I can turn it and if you can see it. Can you see them? Can you see them in the grass? Can you see them? I don't know, let me know if you can see them. They're so fucking cute. Oh my god, so cute. Okay, total had a squirrel moment. Oh my god. Am I the only one who gets really excited when they see animal babies? Like, I can't be the only one. Okay, so group 3, submerged, iceberg. Ooh, interesting message. Iceberg, submerged. Okay, let me see. Let me tune into this group 3. So what I'm getting for you is that you have group 3 held back a lot. Thanks for liking the live. Deeply appreciate you. Thanks for joining, everyone. So group 3, you have held yourself back, right? Whether it's because you've been in people pleasing, whether you've been given divine counsel to, wait to speak. Like, there is a lot of you that is underneath the surface. Like, think of an iceberg, right? Like, you see a little bit above the water, and that's like 10%, right? Like, icebergs are like way so much happening in the bottom. Like think of the Titanic, right? Like that's what sunk the Titanic, was an iceberg that hit the boat at the bottom, right? Because like they couldn't see how much fucking depth there was. So like what I'm getting, okay, all right, there now, okay, all right, let's streamline the message and get it, okay, clearly, concisely. There is untapped potential within you that you can feel, and it feels like constipation. Okay, you feel constipated and you don't know why. You might be finding yourself in a place in life right now where the things that used to bring you joy don't bring you joy anymore. The practices and devotions and self-care rituals and all these things that you put so much time and energy, all of a sudden are losing their meaning. I hope you can still hear me with that sound, right? And it's because there's a lot of untapped potential that you can feel that is asking for your attention. Oh my God, freaking Empress energy just flipped over as I was shuffling, y'all, okay? The Empress as the first card, okay? Like you have this power to attract into your life the resources, the people, the support, whatever the fuck you need to live and create your best life, if you only believe that you have that power. And the switch of belief happens in the subconscious. So subliminals are going to be really, really good for you. High Frequency Guru is who I listen to on YouTube. Highly recommend. Fucking amazing. I've been listening to them for the last few months. Changed my freaking life, y'all. Okay, so the first card that I got is the Empress. You have, and I'm being called to this eagle right here. I didn't notice that before, but right now I'm being called to this eagle here. Eagle is and the eagle has shown up 3 times for me today, and I felt called to this card. So I'm definitely feeling this energy with y'all, because you know this is a collective energy. The messages are going to affect us and show up in personal ways in very different forms, but that collective energy is that, you know, there's that untapped potential that's asking for your attention, and it's time for you to believe that, right? And I saw 3 freaking eagles today, and I received 3 eagle messages today from a soul sister who saw the eagle and like thought of me and sent me a message. Like she's literally like sending me this message and sees another eagle. So I'm seeing this eagle in the card, and the eagle is about clear sight and going the distance. Okay, you might feel that, one of the potential things that could be holding you back is that you recognize that this untapped potential is going to require a lot more work from you. And you're like, I've already done so much work. I've already come this far. I don't want to start over. I don't want to have to go through the initiations again. Or I don't want to have to go through this whole fucking process of being a student again, because shit's exhausting. I just want to be in my mastery already. Honey, you already are a master to a degree. This is now you're leveling up. Can you allow yourself to recognize that you are already a master in what you are tapped into, and that these gifts and these wisdoms that live deep within you is already lifetimes of mastery that you've mastered, that is wanting to integrate into this current now timeline for you? Oh, there's some power there. Yeah, there's some power there. I feel it. Let's get another tarot card. Dreaming. What the I literally just said shift of belief happens in subconscious, and look at this, we get the 4 of Swords. You really need to allow yourself to rest right now, because there's a lot that's waking up within you, and your body can process so much, only so much in the waking state, right? So it's really important for you to honor your body's need of rest right now, and more importantly, keep a dream journal, okay? And the moment you wake up, even if you don't remember anything, just start writing. Write for a couple minutes, okay? And I felt this like 2 days ago. I was like, I gotta get my dream journal out and start writing again, because I used to have like a really intense dream practice for 5 years. I would wake up and I would write all my dreams, and that's how I tapped into lucid dreaming, and I can do dream walking now. And I haven't done dream work writing because, you know, I can remember most of my dreams now. But I felt the call to, oh my God, this nutria babies are so fucking cute. I'm so distracted, y'all, sorry. Okay, so things are awakening within you. Your restoration of belief in self is happening, okay? Whether you see it in the waking world or not is not relevant at this time. Right now, you just need to trust that awakening, that recalibration, that rebirth is happening in the subconscious, in your dream space. And in the waking space, just continue to take aligned action, put messages out for help, put yourself out there, cast a wider fishing net, so to speak, and see what you might find. You might be pleasantly surprised. Okay, let's get the third card. Two of Wands. Okay, making decisions. I was just saying that, like, just choose and just throw your net out there, like, hey, I want to work on this project together. Anyone interested? You never know, maybe somebody is, right? So you have to put out the signal, okay? In order for that potential that is within you to come to the surface, you are going to need an invitation from outside of you. And the only way that invitation is going to come is if you put out that signal. It could be a physical signal. It could be an energetic signal. You could literally walk outside and say, God, Goddess, I'm ready to receive. Send me an opportunity that will increase my finances this week. Send me an opportunity that helps me network this week. Like, I felt guided to join this faith leaders meeting. I'm going in a couple days. And I'm like, what the hell am I going to? This is a whole bunch of pastors and ministers. Like, that's not really my field. But I feel called to go to that, right? So, like, take aligned action, make decisions, okay? Stop waiting around, because this is your moment. Look at that. We got the Empress and we got the Two of Wands. It's time for you to make those decisions and receive those invitations. I'm getting the Yes Man. I think that's a movie, right? So start saying yes, unless it feels like a hell no, okay? If it feels interesting, go check it out. You never know where that's gonna go, right? It's about just going down the rabbit hole right now, because this iceberg energy is giving me rabbit hole vibes, okay? Like, just go, fucking Alice, okay? Follow the white rabbit and just fucking go. You don't know where that's gonna lead you, and that's okay, because ultimately all of these decisions that you make right now are helping you to integrate this untapped potential that is ready for you to tap into. Okay, so those are the messages that I have for group 3, and that concludes the collective messages. Thank you so much for being here today. So grateful to have you. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I would love to hear from you. If you are catching me on the replay, comment down below. Let me know which pile resonated for you. Let me know your key takeaway from this reading. And let me know where you're tuning in from, right? Your engagement helps feed the algorithm. And as much as I don't like to work with that is simply the nature of the social media game. So help me grow by commenting, sharing, liking, and let's continue to spread these messages so that the people who are calling these messages and are ready to receive them will receive them in perfect and divine time. Until we meet again, take care of your beautiful selves, nourish, hydrate, breathe, and remember, you are love, here to love and to be loved.